Well, what is today? Today, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Man, it just goes so fast, man. The older you get, the faster it goes. That's why I don't understand why old people take so much time going across the street, man. We got less time and left. We should hurry in life, not be slow pokes. It's the young people that are hurrying, and they got so much more time. At 80 or soon to be 81, time is running short. So I just want to do the stuff I want to do so badly, and that's helping people find about these programs that are there for everybody, no matter who you are in this country. There's so many programs available, that people don't know because the government doesn't know how to advertise, like me. And that's a mystery anyway. I'm not really sure. If you try hard enough, you figure it out. And that's what it is. You don't need skills. You don't need, credentials or anything. You just need to try. And the more you try, the more you're going to do. The more you're going to do, the more it fills your heart somehow because you feel appreciated. And we're all here to solve other people's problems. And first solve your own and get out of financial trouble or whatever the heck it is, that's keeping you from growing. Because that's what it is. All these financial problems we have, you can't grow enough to help other people because you got to dig out first. You got to dig out of the hole. And that's available. And a little later, I'm going to put in some new videos I did, to help that. And it's really about using people. The whole thing about trying to get people to take advantage of these programs because we don't train people how to get information in the information age. We got so much information, and that's causing a problem. Now, you used to go to the library and you get the real information. Now, you go to Google and get most of it is not real information. It's somebody like me trying to sell you something. So you need real information, and you get that from people. You don't get that from the internet. You don't get that from going to Google. You get that from people who make a career out of studying what you need to solve. We have so many people in this country that get paid to help you solve financial problems, okay? And they're what you have to find, and they're what you have to use, not Google, because that's the old Wild West, that's people trying to get money from you. And that's important. So it's people. We have people that are paid by nonprofit organizations. There's a lot of good people in this country that want to help other people. But they don't have advertising money for you to find them. You know who has advertising money? The people are ripping you off. The people are going to charge you a lot of money for what you don't have to pay for anyway. They're the people you'll find. They're the people who find you. And you got to just close that door. Don't go to Google and realize that you have to go to organizations that are either .gov or .org, organization, that ORG, for nonprofit organizations. They're the people who have legitimate reasons to help you. The other people say they help you because they want to get your goddamn money. Like me. That's what capitalism is. But there's so many people in this country now that don't have that funds to give money to people to solve their financial problems. And they're the people I want to spend the rest of my life trying to help. That's why we only spend $20. If you want to give me money, that's as much as you can give me. It's $20. Yeah, that's what a monthly subscription costs. And if somebody saying they're me, because there's so many people on the internet now, they're saying they're me. And I guess they even take my images and say they're me, and then try to get hundreds and thousands of dollars from people, and that hurts me. I don't know how the hell to get rid of them. You just have to live with bad character. I don't want to spend a career, doing that. That takes me away from finding a single person that I could give a website to, a phone number of, to help, or advice on the best way to use this economy. The problem is that we There are limits to capitalism. I love capitalism because if I didn't charge money, then I wouldn't know if what I'm doing is worthwhile to anybody or not. So it's a good way to see if you're doing something that is helpful to somebody else. You make love to other people, not yourself. And that's why if you think that the world should have this, well, that's nice, but if they don't want it, you should do something else. And that's what capitalism does, is tell you if what you think is a great idea for everybody else, they think it's full of shit. So you go home and try to think of something else. That's what that's our operate. At my age, I just can't think of anything else that we should be doing in life except helping each other. God damn it! It's so hard. Why is it so hard to do that? I said, the older I get, the more my heart grows, and the more I help people, and that's the only thing I left that can grow. I can't run as fast anymore. I can't even run. I walk 6-7 miles instead of running it, or go in the gym and lift weights. I can't lift as many weights anymore. Man, I gotta love harder, and that's what I want to do, and that's what I want to do in my personal life or professional life, is how much more we can love each other. And it's the same with everybody who works with me. It's the same feeling. I can't believe I never met most of these people. They've been working for me for years now. And I trust every one of them that are there to help you with their heart. And we don't have magic answers to everything. We certainly don't. I can't promise you'll get money. I certainly can't. No one can. I certainly can't. And no one on the internet can promise you to get a grant. The only people who promise you to get a grant are the people giving out the money. That's why you have to contact them. You don't contact me. Well, contact me because we'll show you where they are and how to contact them. And then you don't need special knowledge. You don't need a special education for anything to call the government. You just have to live here in the United States and call up and ask for help. That's all you have to do. I need help. And people are human. And if you pretend you know what you're doing or whatever, they know. They don't know nobody knows what they're doing in life. So that's why you give them a chance to help you with that. I mean, could you imagine if you had a job, in the government of handing out $10,000 bills to people? That's all you did. Hey, here's 10,000 for you. Here's 10,000 for you. Wow. What a job! What a job! I want one of those, Mom. Can I please? And so that's why these have a wonderful job. So that's why most people hate the government. So when they call up the government, they start yelling at these poor people who think they're doing, sort of God's work. They're helping people solve financial problems. So call with respect, kindness, a joke if it's in your personality, whatever, like it's in mine, and then because that you don't pay them. See, the people who treat you nice on the internet are the people who want to get money from you. That's right. But the government programs that actually give money to people, they're not listed on the internet. So that's why you have to use people to find out. Otherwise, you're going to get a tsunami of websites that you will have no idea what the hell to do with them. Half of them won't work, and 90% of them will just want money from you, or actually 99%. There's very few that if you do a Google search, you'll get the stuff that's given money. So that's why it's all up to you. Please, I don't know. Don't worry about getting on the phone and people thinking you're an idiot. That's okay. We know you are anyway, so don't worry. We all are. We all are so insecure, and we have no idea what we're doing in life. It's hard as hell, and we're guessing every step of the way. So that's why if you could say that when you contact a government office, say, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I know I need help. Can you suggest where to go? That's going to cut off so much time, weeks, hours, or months, or years of you searching the internet to find out this stuff. No, you can call people, and these people on the internet have that. I mean, if you're not a member, that's right. Ask us, where do I go in the government to get this kind of money? And we give you that. And if you're not a member, you could still do that. And you go to a place like findhelp.org, and you put in what you need money for. It's rent, cars or whatever. And you'll get a list of 10, 20, 30 organizations in your city that help you with problems like that. And they're gonna go, no, maybe they don't have money, doesn't matter. You wanna call them anywhere because they'll know of other programs that may have money for you. That's the way you do it. That's the way you do research in this country. You don't get it by searching Google unless you have money. So get out of Google or get out of town. No, that doesn't make sense, does it? It sounded nice, though. I was hoping it would make sense. Let me show you some stuff I ran into recently. Biden programs. Let's see, what is that? Screen share. Okay, so on Let's Go Help 2, that's the members. Sorry, on YouTube, you're gonna have to, good morning, guys. Can someone please help me? I want a personal grant last year. You didn't pick it up yet? God. Number 100. Well, you got Andrew? Yeah, we're not trying to hide anything. We want to give money. We make a profit, so we want to make sure you get that money. That's why we give it to. We don't give it just to make well, we do. It makes us feel so good. But if you're not picking it up, then it's a waste of our time. So you email Magic Mary. Her email address is letsgohelp@gmail.com. If you don't hear in a day or two, you email again. And that's it. If you don't, knock on like the government is the same way, man. If they don't respond, you got to call again. Any big organization. And we're not big either, but we're still screwed up. And mostly because I hate administration shit. So, and because I want people to feel comfortable where they're working and not feel. I don't tell people what to do. Tell you the truth. I mean, it's a general idea, but they all have open hearts and they all are just trying to help members, and that's it. That's all I want. You help them the best way you can. If you need help, I'm here, okay? And that's it. So if we don't, and me, I mean, you asked me to do something, and I forget, man. At this age, I know I'm going to make a lot of problems, and that's fine. We all do. That's being human. If you're not ready to accept that, and that's why trying to be perfect is just a waste of fucking time, because nobody can be that. And then you start closing your heart, and you start getting anxiety attacks because you're not perfect. God, who the hell is perfect? Forget it. Have fun and help people. That's all you have to do. Okay, here's the first one. Biden had so much money out there that's coming to flower now in all the states. And here's one in Michigan, and that means it's in every state too. Michigan has it, everybody has it, but here they just announced their, and this is for solar. Okay, solar. They want low-income people to get solar. How do you like that? Solo mio. Is there grant to help with implants? I need them bad. Dental, yes. If you remember, we got a whole section of things on how to get dental free. I mean, I only pay $50 no matter what the dentist does. And that's a program I found where I live. Man, I could afford more. I give them presents and stuff like that. But besides that, okay, if you're not a member, okay, if you are a member, get a copy of Let's Go Meta Grant Report, because in there is a section on free healthcare, and there's a section on all the places to contact to check for dental help. Okay, if you're not a member, you go to Needy, N-E-E-D-Y, Meds, M-E-D-S, that's one word, needymeds.org, and put in local dental clinics, okay? And they're free or low-cost dental clinics, okay? You may have to call 10, 20 clinics, yeah, before you get one that will do it, for free. That's what it takes. See, people are gonna call one and say, oh, they say they're not, we can't do it because of whatever. And that's like knocking on one business and asking for a job and they say no. That doesn't mean there are no jobs. That doesn't mean there's no free dental care if you called one and they said no. No. Don't take no for an answer. You take it for them, that's it. You don't ask them again. But go on your way, man. Because there's so much out there that you could take advantage of. Okay, here, but let's go back to Michigan. Okay, this is They just announced, now this is what this grant program is. It's for low-income people to get solar. So their utility bills are cut to a fraction. So, and along with this, listen to this, what's also in this grant. They have $156 million to get rooftop solar, community solar, okay? That means whole neighborhoods get solar. And the government pays for it all, and everybody has free utilities, okay? Energy storage, and provide resources for home upgrades. So this is home repairs, like roof repairs and things like this. So this is grants for roof repairs to low income, medium income households, okay? To enable households to host rooftop solar and partner with the Department of Labor and Economic Opportunities, invest in workforce development. This is the other thing. We are creating so many high-paying jobs now because of solar. Somebody has to make these panels. So Michigan wants to have solar manufacturing places in there. Biden wants to have solar, make our own batteries for for electric cars. He's putting so much money into building these factories that get jobs for $100,000 with no degree, to work in these factories, but you have to be trained, and they train you for free. Michigan has so many training programs. Every state does. And so you can't wait for them to come to you. You have to go to them, okay? And there's training. They pay for training. There's it's different in every state, every county, and everything is different, okay? So you have to go, best place to go is careeronestop.org. Here it is here. Careeronestop.org. Put in your zip code in here and make an appointment with a career counselor who knows about these programs. Now, they're not going to know about every program, okay? That's why, in addition to that, you want to go to findhelp.org. Findhelp.org. Okay, when you go there, you put in your zip code, 20009. Okay, you put in your zip code, and then up here you put training. Skills and training, okay? That's what you want. Okay, 227 nonprofit organizations, that give free job training. This is to take you, if you just have a high school degree or an equivalent, and get you the skill. Maybe it may take 3 months, it may take 3 years, but you get an $80,000 a year job. Where else are you going to get that? You can't even get that if you get an MBA. So don't suffer through that. And these are fun jobs. You don't have to sit and learn English and algebra and all that kind of stuff. No, this is hands-on way to learn, and we all could do that. And that's what's terrific about what America has now. And it's a little known. I think it's the best thing. I've never seen so much job creation in my life, and I've been studying this for 50 years. And that's what we need. We need to know how to make money. We don't need to know how to spend money. That's what we do. I mean, all of Google is how to spend money, right? Well, all our advertising how to spend money. How do you make money? And you do it with skills. If you're going to do it yourself as an entrepreneur, fine. Because actually, the Career One Stop Center, they do that too. So many of them now even have money while you're training to start a business and things like that. So it's a whole new ballgame. If you're over 30 or 40, and you it's a new world out there. I'm 80, man. Like when I grew up in the 50s, man. It was a whole different game. Now it's done. You have to forget the rules, go out and find out what's there and how to use it. And that's what that is. So find help. Now the other things that's out here, okay, that's for Michigan, is to find out programs where you are. You want to go to your state energy office. Okay, here's the link here. It has all the states listed in the energy office. They're the ones that know about these programs, whether it's solar, whether it's getting an energy-related job. There's so much job training money. It's incredible what's out there and what people are missing because they just don't know. And there's one organization is called Pre-Scholar. And they're in about cities now, and they're taking people that really last year they earned $10,000, and they train them for a couple of months, and then they get a job for $40,000. These are kind of like IT jobs, customer service jobs, and computers and stuff like that. Man, from go 10,000 to 42,000, and then up to 80,000 to 100,000 as years go on. So they're great career paths now without a degree. There's so many more now because we're getting back into manufacturing. We had great career paths before. People made great livings working in the automobile industry, steel industry. That's gone, baby. That's over, right? So what's happening now? It's these high-tech manufacturing. They're making computer chips, not lugging steel. So it's not that heavy stuff. You break it back and had to quit at 60. No, you can do this forever because they're almost like factory jobs that are no more than sitting behind a desk. So that's, okay. Also, find your representative. Call them. You worry about job training programs, whatever. Another place besides findhelp.org is go to commoncause.org and find your representative. That's your elected official. And you want to contact your elected official. Hey, what all this Biden money that created jobs? Where the hell I get it where I live? That's all. And if one doesn't do it, because when you put in your zip code here, you'll get 12 elected officials. They're there to do it. That's what they get paid for you to do, is help you find government programs. You realize that? You're paying me when these people, a heck of a lot more brain power than I do, are there and paid them. And sure, they're all going to be hit and miss whether you get one or not. But so what? So what if it takes you 3 phone calls? So what if it takes you 10 phone calls? What'd you do yesterday? So all of yesterday, you could have made 10, 20 calls, right? I don't even remember what I did yesterday. So that's right. And this is a chance to make huge changes in your life. And what happens, I feel, when you do something like that, you get a little bit of positive feedback somewhere. Oh, yeah. And that's what gets you. If you're only reading what's on the internet, man, it's either making you feel good to give them money or making you feel bad. So you read more about what they want to tell you. And get out of there and start talking to people could really help you. Here's another thing: if you want to look for government programs that help you with solar, with any kind of grants that are available to use solar or anything like that. There's a database. It's DSIREUSA. DSIREUSA.org. And this is managed by I think a university somewhere in North Carolina that keeps tab of all the programs. I can put my zip code in here and see what I get. Okay, 43 programs in my state that give grants, rebates, and everything for using energy efficient stuff, like the new Biden thing is giving out $14,000 grants. That should be here. I don't know if it's here yet because most of them aren't set up, but they will. Usually, probably in a few more months, all the states will have that $14,000 grant for you to buy new appliances, so they're more energy efficient. That's available. Okay. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, here's some other sidebars in the news today. Biden, the new rule came out for the airlines. Apparently, when the airlines cancel their flight or postpone it and everything, you have to wrestle these airlines to the ground to get your money back. And sometimes they won't even give you money. They'll give you miles or some shit like that. And you take it because you think that's the only thing you get. No. Now Biden is making everybody give you money like within a few days. If they're late, they have to pay you money right away. Because it used to be like 6 months to 2 years and you still wouldn't get it. So, the guy who runs the Department of Transportation got this new regulation that the airlines have to follow. And it's got, and also surprise junk fees. Man, you get so many junk fees anywhere. Well, we're gonna have to charge you $50 extra for a seat. The airplane, it costs you $200 to get in it. But, oh, you want a seat too? Well, why don't you say that? That's only $50 more. That's all. Don't worry. Yeah. So that's a great thing. So if you were got caught recently, with the airlines and they yanked you around or whatever. And also there's a hotline number. You know, the government has one for complaining against any of the transportation. I should have get that. Where is it? Buying this, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, buying a minute air required, and the second required, Department of Transport. Yeah, go to the, put airline complaint and go to the Department of Transportation, airline complaint, okay? Okay, here, another good law that came out today is the non-compete agreements. You know, most people, you know, most businesses say, hey, you want to get a job here, you have to sign this agreement that you can't go work for a competitor. I just thought that was the most immoral thing my whole adult career. I never worked for anybody who made me do that. The only thing I have in life is my talent, and if I can't sell that to the highest bidder, that means my my boss is an asshole. I shouldn't work for them anyway. But people don't have that flexibility sometimes, and so people make them sign that non-compete agreement. I know everybody works for Trump has to sign that. You know, well, now that's become illegal. And may go through the courts and they may mess around with it, but it's illegal now. The Federal Trade Commission just voted that made this illegal, and that's one of the greatest things, because we all have to grow. We all have to grow as much as we possibly can. As a human being, as a plant, anything organic, we're from the inside out, it's sort of a given. We have to grow or we die. You know, so that's why I don't understand this retirement shit, you know, because that means you're going to die. You want to keep growing. I could have retired 20 years ago. Oh my God, some of my best work is in the last 20 years so far. And that's getting better. Now it's better than ever before. Man, and I can't believe it. And I hope I have 10 more years at least left to be able to help people with this information. And I'm getting better at it. And I help people better because the technology has changed. I used to sell these big reference books, and people would see me on TV, and I'd send them this big book, and they'd do nothing but use it to open their door, screen door, be a door stopper or something. And that's it. But no, now we're helping one-on-one. We have so many people. I just see Megan's here or whatever. All these people that, I don't think we have any other members going live tonight, but usually every day we have one or two members that are there available for your pleasure to help you understand how to use this system. There are people who never did it before, and now they're doing it, and they can't, you know, they just want to share with everybody else the way I do. I'm so excited, and that's why I have this energy, you know, to do this, because I believe in what I'm doing. I couldn't sell toothpaste, real estate, or anything else with this kind of excitement if it wasn't in my heart, you know, and that's what keeps us going. It's like a good lover. Your heart has to be in it to be a good lover, right? You just, that's what I see as I get older too. It has to be. When younger, it was a little different. But older, I see that, boy, your heart has to be in this, and your work and your personal relationships. Your heart has to be there. Not sure what you mean. Oh. You joined. Oh, great. Well, actually, if you want to join for our help, it's letsgohelp.com. Letsgohelp.com. And that's where we give the personal help, not only from me and from our other staff people. There's just a handful of us run this thing, but that we have a bigger handful of members that are helping members. And so if you're a member and want to help other members, let us know. Contact Misty on Let's Go Help too, and we'll set you up to do that. And we give us stipends to help you out a little bit for your time. But it's sharing. It's showing other people that somebody cares for what they do and wants to help. And that, I think, is one of the easiest gifts we can all give to each other. It costs nothing. just some time. And the thing is, it makes that heart grow. And that's why it's very selfish. I think giving is the most selfish thing in the world. And it's important to give. But this non-compete clause, man, that's right. I mean, you have the right, I feel, as a human, to grow as much like as a plant, to grow. And you have to find the right pot for you to be in order to grow. If you're like on a plant and they put you in the wrong pot, you're not going to grow, right? Well, the same with us, and in our growth depends on our environment. So if you're with somebody who doesn't grow, you're not growing, then you got to get out of there, because life becomes like going to the dentist every day. You don't want a life like that. So make an appointment with a Career One Stop. Start talking to people about your options. Start talking to people about how I could get more income if I went and got a 3-month training program, or even just if it's on weekends, to get this skill, get this certificate. That makes me more valuable to people in the workforce, because people need those skills. They need people with skills. And now we're building all these new manufacturing jobs that require skills, or healthcare that just requires people, but you need the skills. We can't throw anybody in there that knows how to put on a Band-Aid. and that's available. I am fairly new. How do I reach out to members? Well, you got to be a member. And so on Let's Go Help Too, we have 2 platforms. We're on Facebook, but that's not as good as Let's Go Help Too, because that's full of people who pretend they're me and they sneak in the club somehow. Even though it's a closed group, they're able to figure it out and get in there and rip people off. So that's why we're trying to move more people over to Let's Go Help Too, where it's more secure and there's more live help all the time. Always ask us on our questions. If you don't get the answer, ask it again. You have to ask again. And the same way with getting help out there. It may or may not be easy. If it's easy, then you got lucky, because people do. And when I used to do commercials, I used to find the lucky people and put them on TV. But most of it's going to take some work. So roll up your sleeves, do some work, and realize that you have people behind you that really have a sincere care to help you succeed. It may not be the way you want to succeed, but to help you understand the programs that are out there that help you succeed. You can always say you don't want to, but there's there for everything. And so if you keep an open mind and keep trying it, that something will happen. I mean, that's what I always see. Now we're going through a downturn in our business because Stripe, which is a big credit card processing, just pulled the rug out from us and said, you got to go in 2 weeks. And still don't know why. I'm not going to sue this multi-billion-dollar company. I don't have that kind of money. So I'll find a way around them. But it's a disruption. And government procurement, yes. Lots of free help. If you just go to America's, AMERICAS, SBDC, so that americassbdc.org, and make an appointment with your local free business mentor to start getting government contracts. My sister did that. She made $1 million out of her garage, framing stuff for the government. It's there. It's better than a grant to me, because if you learn how to get a contract, you get another one, another one, another one. That's sustainable, and you could grow forever with that. Contracts, grants are once, probably, yeah? And so that's what you really want if you're an entrepreneur. You get a grant first and learn how to get contracts, or get a contract first and do a service, so you don't even need money to provide a service. You just need you. And then you're in business, okay? Because you got free marketing help to help you get those contracts. Wow. Really? That's right. Okay, let me get on my way. I have to go out and exercise so I could stay around for at least 10 more years and try to help as many people as I possibly can in the short time I have left. But if I keep saying 10 years, I have said that for the last 3 now. America's, that's plural, America's, and then sbdc.org. America's, AMERICAS, then sbdc.org, okay? Call and make an appointment. They have them all over the country. They're free, okay? Long time you have left. long time. Yeah. I hope, especially if it's like this. It's so wonderful. I'm living the best life I've ever had. So I thank you for everything because of you. See, you say that this is important and may help you, and that's, boy, that is so, it's fun to love, but it's also fun to be loved. So thank you so much. Why did I lose my live stream? Oh God, did I lose that whole thing? God, I did. Oh my God. That's too bad. No, it was there somewhere. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I lost my members.